TC, did you hear me? I'm off duty now. We can talk. You said you had something you wanted to tell me.
Go ahead, TC. Give her the divorce papers. End it once and for all.
Jessica, I love all the Mark products, but I just moved here from Puerto Arena and I don't have a job or anything yet. I can't afford to buy.
Oh, not to worry. You know where to find me when you are. I don't believe in the hard sell. But here, let me give you a little welcome to Harmony present. This is a juice gem. It's squeeze-on lip gloss with real fruit extracts in it. I'm wearing this one now.
Well, I think you'll have a new customer very soon. Oh, I feel terrible. It was my fault that your sister Kay and Simone and Tabitha got arrested at the bar the other night. If Chad hadn't been there, I would have been arrested too. I'm on my way in to apologize to them now.
Good luck. Tabitha's house gives me the creeps.
I don't know why. Well, thank you, Jessica.
Okay, bye.
Bye. I hope they will forgive me.
Well, look who's here. The Mexican Paris Hilton. The original Fiesta girl.
What are you doing here, Paloma?
There's no sign of my father or Mrs. Wheeler.
Where could they have gone?
My husband came back to me after all these years only to leave me again. Why?
Well, for the same reason he ran out on us the first time, Mama. He's a coward. He abandoned us. He walked out on us without so much as a word, and he never even bothered to get in touch with us in all these years.
I still don't believe it.
Mama, he admitted it. Okay, he admitted that he's Martin Fitzgerald.
No, I mean... I always knew your father was alive and that he would come back to me someday, you know? But then to just return and not have any explanation about why he left. Why was he living in Mexico at my sister's inn all these years, right next to Paloma? Never told her he was her father. That woman he's with, the one he calls his wife, who is she?
Look, Pilar, and whoever she is just as much a victim in this as you are. She didn't know he was a married man.
Why would you say that? What, did she tell you something?
Well, no, but I just know that she couldn't have known about Martin's past. She's a good, compassionate person. She never would have stayed with a man who abandoned his family. She couldn't have.
Hurry, darling. Luis will come looking for us, but he'll start at the main house. It's a good thing you had the staff bring down our bags before we went out.
Well, I was just hoping to get a few more minutes with Sheridan. Maybe have the chance to tell her who I really am and try and explain why I left years ago.
No. You can't do that. It's bad enough that Luis knows I'm his father. Alistair can't be happy about that. If any more secrets come out, there's no telling what he might do to harm our loved ones.
Well, then isn't that all the more reason to stay? To try and protect our children from Alistair's wrath?
No, sweetheart. As long as Luis doesn't know everything, he'll be safe, and so will Sheridan. Now, we have to go, Catherine. Now, I'm sorry, but we have to leave Harmony now.
I would hold the hand of the one who could lead me places and kiss the lips of the one who could sing so sweet. And I would fly on the wings of a bird I knew could take me high as breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are the fire burning inside of me. You are my passion for life.
I know you're mad at me, and I don't blame you.
Mad at you? Now, why would we be mad at you?
It was my fault that you got arrested and put into jail the other night.
Everybody in the bar got arrested, Paloma, because of you.
It was a good thing that Tabitha was able to bail us out because my father would have killed me if he had found out.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean for that to happen. I was just having fun.
Fun? You call pitting one guy against each other for your favors so that they end up having some huge barroom brawl fun?
Like I said, I didn't mean for that to happen.
How did you get away, Paloma? How come you didn't get hauled down to the station house with the rest of us?
Well, Chad was there when we heard the police sirens, so he got me out before the police came inside.
Okay, so my newly discovered half-brother rescues you, but lets me end up in jail.
Again, I'm sorry. Can you forgive me?
Well, what do you think?
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Well, I am. Okay, she might want to apologize, but I have other plans for Paloma.
Well, all right, you can tell me what it is that you came to talk about.
Just leave. You've caused enough trouble.
I am not going anywhere.
What the hell are you doing?
I am not gonna miss the look on Eve's face when TC hands her those divorce papers.
All right, TC. It's just the two of us. What did you want to say to me?
I know that I'm right, Louise. Mrs. Wheeler is not the kind of woman who would stay with a man that she knew was married.
All right, look, I don't care what Mrs. Wheeler knew or didn't know, okay? I just want my father to pay for what he did to our family.
I just want to know why. I just want to know why your father loved us. I know he loved us. And what caused him to leave so suddenly without leaving just a word? And why would he live all those years right next to Paloma and never tell her? That woman he's with. Who is that woman?
If we're gonna get any answers, we have to find them.
Well, I called Sam down at the station and asked him to have the police have a look out for him.
Who are you calling now?
I'm checking in with Sam. Yeah, Chief Bennett, please. Hey, Chief, it's Louise. Any sign of them? All right, we'll just keep looking. All right, thanks. Damn it. I don't know where they could have gone. I want some answers, though.
For years, I fantasized about meeting my daughter, telling her what happened. I imagined that when I told her the truth, that she would forgive me, that she would understand why you and I had to run away, that it was for the safety of our families.
Benny, you might have been able to make Sheridan understand, but with Luis, it'll never happen.
He was so angry. The things he said about you.
I deserved it.
But if you told him the truth about why you left, the courage that it took to stand up to Alistair to save me from all of that abuse, and that the reason that we tried to stay away was to stop Alistair from harming our loved ones. No. I know he would feel differently. I know he would know what a good man his father is. And I know that he would forgive you. And I would hope that perhaps if I told Sheridan who I really am, that she would forgive me too. But if we left, Martin, if we left, we'll never get that chance. You and I would miss the opportunity to be reunited with our children forever. I really don't know if I could bear it. Martin, please. Please, is there some way that we can stay? Please.
Damn door.
Go to hell, Julian.
You are wasting your time.
Oh, really?
TC is not going to give her those divorce papers.
So you keep
He is not
saying-
going to give them to her
Because he still loves her.
No, he doesn't.
If he
Not
really
anymore.
wanted a divorce, he would have had someone else serve those papers, but he didn't. He came himself because he wanted to see her again.
No.
He wanted to give her a chance to save their marriage, because despite all of your efforts to keep them apart, he wants to take her back. That just drives you crazy, doesn't it? You know, actually, I feel sorry for you. Because even now that TC knows everything there is to know about Eve's past, he still loves her more than he could ever love you.
He will love me, Julia.
No, he won't. You've never learned your lesson. Whenever you compete with your sister, you always lose.
Oh. You found the DVD. It was supposed to be an anniversary present for you. Do you like it?
It's amazing to see all of these pictures of us together.
I know. I know, there's a lot of great memories. Let me start it from the beginning for you. TC, I know things have changed between us. But I know that one thing hasn't changed. And that's the fact that we had a wonderful marriage. Had a wonderful life. Good look. God, our girls really are beautiful, aren't they? The happy family we were. The great marriage we had. We could have that again.
Sweetheart, we've been over and over this again, and you know that in your heart there's no way that we can stay. I mean, first of all, for Alistair to bear the humiliation of the world knowing that his wife left him for another man, especially one of his workers, he would destroy everyone we've loved.
But it wasn't like that.
Yes, I know. We fell in love after we ran away. But Alistair doesn't know this, nor does he care. It's bad enough that Luis and Pilar know who I really am. But for Sheridan to find out about you, I mean, who knows what Alistair would do? It's too dangerous. We can't take the chance.
What about your family? How can we leave when all they think you are is a coward? They're going to remember that about you forever. And it's not true.
I'd rather them think the worst of me. Alistair will go on a rampage if the truth gets out, and everyone knows that we left because he was abusing you. Let them think I'm a coward and a bum. It's for their own good, the good of everyone else.
I can't believe that's for the good. After seeing the pain in Pilar's eyes, Martin, she really does deserve to know the truth.
No. If the rest of the truth comes out, she'll be hurt even more. She'll be destroyed, and so will everyone we love.
I was just desperately clinging to the hope that I could spend more time with Sheridan. I was hoping there was another way. But I know we have to leave. I know we have to leave.
I still think something terrible happened. To make your father just walk out on us like he did. And you've always thought, Mijo, that Alistair had something to do with it.
Martin did say my father did have something to do with his disappearance. He just didn't say what.
Look, my father ran out on his family, okay? Now, I'm sorry, but there's no excuse good enough for that. Lopez Fitzgerald. Okay, Sam, thanks a lot. They found Papa. I'm going after him.
I'm coming too.
So am I.
No. You just stay here until you're well enough, okay?
Luis, please, just help me out of this bed, or I will do it myself. Come on.
All right.
Please. Okay.
Get easy.
You are my passion for life.
Ay, por favor, I said I was sorry. What are you going to do to me?
Nothing. Nothing.
Nothing?
We understand.
Understand what?
why you acted so wild and crazy and got those boys all worked up so they'd fight over you?
I told you I did it because I thought it was fun.
No, you did it because you're angry with your mom.
What?
We understand. We're mad at our moms, too.
How do you know?
Everyone in Harmony knows that after your father abandoned your family, Pilar had to send you to Mexico to be raised by your aunt.
Great. The whole town knows my business. This is so embarrassing.
I can relate. Everyone in Harmony knows that my mother had an illegitimate son with Julian Crane.
Yeah, and that my mom left my dad and ran off with her first husband. The point is that we understand.
Sure we do. That kind of thing, it messes with your mind. It makes you so mad, you want to do crazy things.
If you were acting wild, it's just because you were trying to figure out how to forget about how unhappy you are. You know, you're just trying to dull the pain.
Yes. Yes, that's exactly how I feel. Sometimes the anger is so fierce inside me that I think I'll explode.
Kay couldn't care less about little Paloma's damaged psyche. She's just trying to make points with Miguel's sister in case he ever comes back to town. Yeah, but we are going to use her anger to our advantage, aren't we, Endora? Yes, we're going to nurture it and watch it grow until it builds into such a crescendo that it'll make the night we got arrested look like a trip to Universal Studios. Oh, yes. When we unleash Paloma on Harmony, no one will be safe. Right.
Oh, look, TC. Do you remember that when we took everybody to Universal Studios in Los Angeles?
I remember.
And we were on that tram. And that's when that Jaws shark leaped up out of the water into my face and scared me to death.
Screamed so loud it sounded like it came from the cycle.
I was so frightened. And you took me in your arms and made me feel safe. I've always felt safe in your arms, TC. I know I hurt you. I never meant to. And I lied, and I'm sorry. The one thing that I never lied about was my love for you. I love you with all my heart. Look, even in the pictures, the love between us is so clear. Don't give up on us, honey. Remember we promised to love each other through good times and bad times? Couldn't we try to get through these bad times together? Because I know in my heart that there are more good times in the future for us. Many, many more good times.
I pray to God you're right, Martin. I just hope we're doing the right thing.
So do I, my love. But I can't think of anything else to do. We have to leave. It's the only way. And we can never come back.
All right, I'm ready.
Oh, no. You're not going anywhere, Papa.
What kind of fool do you think TC is? Even if you could forgive Eve for everything she's done, lying to him and their daughters about everything, she was your whore, Julian. TC will never forget that.
TC will realize that everything Eve did was long before she met him.
He hates her. Her daughters hate her.
They'll work it out.
What is wrong with you? When TC divorces Eve, she's free to be with you. Isn't that what you want?
I told you. What I want is for Eve to be happy with or without me.
Well, it's going to be with you. She's damaged goods, and TC won't touch damaged goods.
Try to remember the good times, honey. Try to remember how great our marriage was. I know what I did was terribly wrong. And I'm so sorry. But now, now there's no more secrets. And all you're gonna get from me is what you had before all of this started. My undying love and devotion. To you and to our daughters. I know we can make this work, TC. And I know that Whitney and Simone will forgive me if you do. So can you? Can you find it in your heart to forgive me?
This is amazing. I knew that Chad turned out to be your mother's love child with Julian Crane, but I didn't know you had been in love with him.
Yeah, which actually feels a little weird now that I know he's my half-brother. So now you can understand why, when I found out that my sainted mother was nothing but a tramp, I wanted to get a little wild, too.
You don't understand. Simone's mom was like Dr. Perfect, the kind of mom who did nothing wrong.
I can't tell you how many times my dad talked about how perfect she was, what a great role model she was, how we should be like her.
My dad said the same thing about my mom, till her first husband showed up.
Look, the point is that both our mothers turned out to be not the people we thought they were. Mine lied to me all my life. She made me think she was so good and pure, and all the while she knew she was a tramp and a drug addict.
Ay, Dios. Yeah, and my mom threw me and my baby out of our house so she could just take off with good old David.
Kay, that's so terrible.
Kay and Simone are not telling the absolute truth. But what the heck, makes for some good stories.
So listen, even if your mom had to send you to Mexico because she couldn't afford to take care of you, I know that she loved you.
We could all see it, Paloma.
If she loved me so much, why did she send me away?
Well, your father left. You know, and if he hadn't, maybe she would have never sent you to Mexico. But she was desperate. She felt like she had no choice.
Yeah, that's what she told me. But I still don't understand. Why me? Why not Teresa or, no sé, Luis, Miguel, or Antonio?
Who knows? Maybe she thought it was best for you. But think about this, okay? My mom chose to leave me. She had a choice, and she chose to be with another man and her son with him over us, her family. She destroyed my dad.
And my mother destroyed my father. Both our families are a mess. But your mother never stopped loving you or your father.
Yeah, did you know that she lit a candle for your dad every night waiting for him to come home?
She loved your father. And she loved you too, Paloma. Don't ever doubt that.
So you taking a little trip? Huh? Gonna run away from us again? Coward. You make me sick, you know that?
Please, calm down.
Please don't start anything again.
You going? Why don't you look? Look at my mom. You look at what you've done to her. She's worked her whole life to support us. So when she got sick?
Pilar, I am so sorry.
Why don't you shut up? You know, there's really nothing that you can do to make up for what you've already done.
Please. Just calm down. This is between my husband and me. There are some questions I need to ask your father, so just please calm down so I can talk to him.
All right. All right, fine.
I have some questions I need to ask you. and I want to hear the truth. You understand?
I understand.
Why did you leave me? Please tell me why.
Paloma doesn't quite believe their story, does she, Endora? All that talk about how Pilar loved her little baby girl isn't going down very well, is it? And that's good for us. Oh, yes. Paloma will be a vessel for our side, my little witchlet. We just have to wait for the exactly right moment to strike.
Your mother had no choice. She had to give you up. See, my mom didn't have to leave us. She wanted to. You know, there was a time when I trusted my mom more than anyone in the world. And when I was little, and I had a nightmare, she would come in and tickle my back and tell me that she would never let anyone or anything ever hurt me. And I always felt really safe, really loved. And I felt sorry for anyone who didn't have a mom like her.
I can remember when my mom used to take me to the hospital for Mother-Daughter Day, and how impressed I was that everyone was coming up to her, asking her questions and treating her with all this respect. I was so proud to be Dr. Russell's daughter.
You both sound like you wish you had your mother's back, even after all the horrible things they did.
I guess I would.
So would I. I think I'd give anything to have my mom and dad find their way back to each other. We could be a family again.
What would you do if you were in TC's shoes? And don't tell me you'd forgive and forget, because I heard how you divorced Ivy once you found out that she had an affair with Sam Bennett.
She lied to me about Ethan being my son.
Oh, like Eve lied to TC about the son you share.
No, the difference is I didn't love Ivy. I loved Eve the way that TC loves Eve.
He doesn't love her anymore. And even if he could forgive her for lying about her past with you and your love child, he could never forgive her for the accident she caused.
That's just what it was, Liz, an accident.
Accident or not, she was driving your car drunk. And when that car slammed into TC's, it shattered his knee and ended any chance he had of a tennis career. That led to his father's broken heart and eventually to his death. And that memory, Julian, is one that TC can never get past. Never.
That's because you won't let him.
You're damn right I won't let him. I won't let him forget what Eve did. I want Eve to suffer. And I'm gonna make sure she loses TC, her daughters, everything in her life as she knows it. You said every time I compete with my sister, I lose. Well, you're wrong, Julian. Not this time. This time, I win.
Look at these pictures, TC. Are you sure you really want to turn your back on all the years that we've had together? And all the love that we've shared? All the love that we've made? Just give our marriage another chance, honey. I know that we can be happy. Just give us another chance.
This is a wonderful anniversary present, Eve.
Thank you, honey.
The pictures are amazing. I mean, they're really amazing.
I know, aren't they? I had such a hard time narrowing down. There were so many good ones, so many great memories.
Yeah. So many great memories. But there is one picture that you forgot, Eve. one picture that I don't see on the DVD.
Hey, honey. What picture is that?
Answer me. Why did you abandon us?
Don't bother even asking him. I was gonna tell you are lies.
Luis, stop. Your father will answer me.
It's very simple, Pilar. I left because I love you. I had to go. I had no choice.
I always felt that somehow that was the reason. That something happened that made you leave. You had no choice. And you were forced to do what you did. What kind of danger were you in that made you alter your face so?
I am so sorry, Pilar.
Oh, man. You know, I can't even believe you're listening to this garbage. He's lying through his teeth.
I understand. But why did you stay away? Why didn't you call? Why didn't you send a letter? Why did you let me think that you might be dead?
I couldn't contact you. It would have put you in danger.
I understand. And this woman, that woman that you call your wife, she's part of your cover, right? I mean, she can't really be your wife. She can't be, because I know that you would never betray me in our marriage. She's just someone posing as your wife so that you could stay anonymous. Isn't she?
I hate to admit it, but I do miss my mom.
So do I.
Did you ever hear such sentimental hogwash? All moaning over their meandering mommies. Makes me want a bath.
Especially now that I have a baby. And there's so much more that I understand now, and there's so many things that I want to share with her. I just have so much I want to tell her.
I just wish that there were some way I could get past all this anger and, like, really talk to my mom like we used to. But things are so different now. It's too late.
But it's not too late for you, Paloma. You can still have a good relationship with your mom.
You have no idea how much you'll miss it if you lose it.
Keep your mom close, because if you don't, you'll regret it.
I will think about everything you said. Thank you.
Enjoy your bonding moment, girls. Because by the time I've finished with Paloma, her mother and her entire family will be in utter shambles. Just like Kay's and Simone's.
It's too quiet in there. What's happening?
Whatever happens, let Eve be all right.
So which picture's missing, honey? You tell me and I will add it to the DVD.
Do you want to know which picture is missing, Eve?
Yes, which is it?
The picture of my dead father. I don't see one of him.
Told you he'd never take her back.
Oh, TC.
I guess you couldn't find one of those, could you? My poor father lying in his coffin, dead of a broken heart. Our marriage has about as much of a chance at surviving as my father rising from his grave.
TC, no.
You know what, Eve? If that is not good enough for you, I'm gonna give it to you straight. Our marriage is over. I don't ever want to see your face again.
Until I'm near to you.
tell me about Mrs. Wheeler. I understand that you had to leave to protect me and our family. I understand that you couldn't contact me because of danger. Please tell me that that woman is not your wife, because I know that you would never betray me and our marriage, would you?
Mama, please. Please, come on, open your eyes. It's pretty damn obvious that he's been with this woman for a long time, okay?
Emil, please. Please. Let me talk to your father. You should know, in all the years I was alone, I never, ever betrayed our vows. There have been no other men.
Maybe we should talk alone.
No. Luis needs to hear the truth. He deserves it. And Sheridan is part of the family. She deserves to know the truth as well. And that woman, she knows the truth. So should we. Tell me, was she just a cover? Was she just pretending to be your wife? Was she? Now you tell me, were you just pretending to be his wife? What were you doing with my husband?
Leave her alone. I can't go on any longer. This woman, she isn't a cover blower. She's my partner, my wife.
No. No, God.
You bastard.
Oh, God.
Oh my gosh, Simone, he says he's coming home. Miguel's coming home.
Paloma is primed to help the dark side.
I'm going to answer all of your questions.
You whore!